In the world of competitive gaming, few names shine as brightly as Lee Sang-hyuk, better known as Faker. The South Korean esports legend has dominated the realm of League of Legends, a game that tests not just skill and strategy, but teamwork for years. Faker, as a mid laner for T1, has become synonymous with excellence in esports, winning the World Championship 4 times in 2013, 2015, 2016, and 2023. His journey from a young gamer to a professional is nothing short of inspirational. This begs the question, what sets Faker apart from the rest of the competition? And can we gamers use this secret to boost our own learning and become an expert without talent? My motivation for this quest stems from childhood, because ever since I was 8 years old, I've been playing tennis with my dad, but I'm not very good. Why? Because most would say it's because I don't have the talent. After all, I put in the hours every single week. But through studying Faker's legacy, I've come to the real reason. I'm not a tennis pro because I haven't been doing purposeful practice. This is Faker's secret. Purposeful practice. The fundamental idea of purposeful practice is it's not just how long you learn, but how you learn that determines the quality of your learning. The problem with my tennis practice is it wasn't intentional. I would go with my dad to the courts and we just kind of hit the green circular sphere. And most importantly, I didn't step out of my comfort zone when playing. Of course, Faker is a bit of innate talent. Anyone has to have that to reach that high a level. But the majority of what accounts for Faker's success is his countless hours of purposeful practice, training for worlds by playing different characters, learning lane mechanics, testing out team comps, and more. So if you want to improve at anything, you have to learn how to purposefully practice. This is why the best games are such good examples of learning. As our skills increase in games like The Witcher 3, the bosses and quests get harder to account for it. They step us out of our comfort zone. Games are expertly designed for purposeful practice. Using purposeful practice, almost anyone can theoretically become an expert at something. It just takes some time, commitment, and maybe a smidgen of talent. So what is purposeful practice more specifically, and how can we do it? Purposeful practice is defined in Anders Ericsson's book, Peak, as a specific and structured form of practice intended to improve our performance. Purposeful practice has a number of characteristics that you can memorize using the acronym FIGHT. F is focus. The learner is intentionally focused on the present activity, opening them up to flow. I is iterate. The learner has a means of seeing what they're doing right and wrong, ideally so that they can change their behavior. G stands for Goldilocks Zone. The learner is in their Goldilocks Zone. H stands for heart. The learner has a plan for maintaining their motivation. T stands for target. The learner has intention for the goals of the practice session. This is often best done with a teacher, but you don't need one to do purposeful practice. Let's dive a little bit deeper into each of the parts of the acronym so you can start purposefully practicing like Faker. First aspect of FIGHT is F for focus. In any learning activity, you want to focus on the activity as much as possible. Get rid of any means of distraction, whether internal or external. The goal is to get into the flow state, which I've made a video on up above about how you can go more specifically into the flow state using games. The flow state is a state in which you're so focused on the present activity that you lose consciousness of the self. This was the problem with my tennis playing. I wasn't very focused on getting better as much as I was having fun with my dad, which isn't necessarily bad, but it's not optimal for improvement. Not only is the flow state incredibly satisfying, but it's also the optimal zone for learning. The second aspect of FIGHT is I for iterate. Another problem with my tennis practice is I didn't have any means to see what I was doing right or wrong and then change my behavior because of it. And if you don't change your behavior or capability as a result of memory, you haven't learned anything. So in your purposeful practice, creating a method of getting feedback is critical. Ideally, the clearer and quicker, the better. Then, using the feedback, change your behavior. The third aspect of FIGHT is G for Goldilocks Zone. Probably the biggest reason I didn't improve in my tennis practice was I didn't step outside of my comfort zone. I wasn't in the Goldilocks Zone. The Goldilocks Zone is the zone in which the challenge is just hard enough that you are engaged, but not so hard that you're frustrated. The challenge meets the skill. And therefore, the challenge is just a bit above your skill and therefore pushes you to improve. As you improve, your Goldilocks zone will shift, meaning you have to continually increase the challenge to keep learning. The fourth aspect of fight is H for heart. Purposeful practice is hard. It feels uncomfortable stepping outside of your comfort zone. It's so much easier to stay inside of that little safety bubble. That's why my dad and I would often practice by hitting the green spherical ball around instead of stepping outside of our comfort zone. So when doing purposeful practice, you need a way to maintain heart or motivation over the long term. This could mean changing your mindset, finding an accountability buddy, or making the activity more intrinsically fun. If you want to learn more about how to do that, check out my video up above on 7 tips for cultivating intrinsic motivation. The fifth aspect of fight is T for target. Your targets are your explicit goals for what you're focusing on in your purposeful practice. This requires you to identify your strengths and weaknesses in a learning endeavor. For my tennis, it might look like identifying my backhand as a weakness and then focusing on practicing that more during subsequent sessions. It's for this reason I love keeping a learning journal, which is a journal where I write and reflect on how my learning endeavors are going. Then I can spot patterns over the long term and change my targets based on that. Following the FIGHT acronym and doing purposeful practice, almost anyone can become an expert at something without talent as long as they put in the time and effort. It's how Faker became the legend that he is today. Now you know the secret for doing it yourself. If you like this video, get my gamification resource list in the description below or up above, which has all my best resources on gamifying your health, work, and relationship. Turn your real life into a game and become addicted to learning. Make healthy habits fun. 10 times your productivity by getting into the flow state and cultivate deeper relationships. As always, have a fantastic rest of your day, eat some peanut butter, and bye-bye.